All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host today, Josh Deming, and we are here for the match preview between the game, probably of our lifetimes. I would say I've seen a few people putting tweets out there saying that this was at least on the men's side of things, the biggest game in the program's history. It's Canada. It's Argentina. It's Copa America semifinals. I don't know what to think. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous, but I don't know. These pregame streams have been fun, and it's been relaxing chatting with you guys. It just feels like we've been playing with house money this entire time. It really has been, and I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna see something special tonight, but it's always difficult in a tournament when two teams play each other for the second time. So the first game didn't go Canada's way. Maybe this one will. But yeah, let me know how you're doing today. Let me know where you're tuning in from, where you're watching. The amount of engagement from teen soccer in this country has been incredible. This tournament has been so impressive, and it just shows if you're going to compete in these tournaments, you're gonna gain interest. And I'm so excited to see hopefully more and more Canadian fans of the sport that we love. Let's get into some comments here today. Luke Carrier says, "Let's go Canada." I like it. Nervous, but so excited. Good luck, guys. Thank you. The Maple Leaf coming in. Don't tell my girlfriend, but I placed a K on Canada to win. I told the boys I'd take them to the finals once. That is a big time bet. Not quite as big as what Drake was doing, but that's a big bet there. But that is. I don't know what the payout would be like, but I mean, $1,000. I'm trying to remember what the odds were, but I'm pretty sure Drake put 300,000 and he would win like two mil, something like that. Tuning in from Vancouver Island. Hello. Watching from North Bay. I like it. Need some more mullet magic. We do. We'll get I'll bring up a starting 11 here for you guys as well, and we'll discuss it because there's a lot of different opinions on the starting 11. This one's just a projected, so just so everyone knows, this is not the actual starting 11. I'll pull it up once we see it, but for right now, this is the starting 11 I'm actually projecting. It's what FootMob has up there. I can't imagine it. I can't really see it being anything else. Propose the keeper, right back is Justin. The two center backs, Bombito, Cornelius, left back Davies, Eustachio. I had Kone, and I hope it is Kone, not Osorio. I would go Eustachio, Kone as the two midfielders, Ray on the right, Schaffelberg on the left, and then David in there up front. Got a lot of pushback on Kyle Larin from you guys on X. A lot of people don't want to see him start. I get that. I just think Jesse Marsh will absolutely start him. He's played in every single match so far under Jesse Marsh. So I can't imagine he's not going to start again. But let me know what you guys are thinking. Tuning in from Minnesota. Canada Junior, I like that. This might be the most excited I've been for a men's national team game, and I followed the team for years. Yeah, Canada will win. We are massive. Tuning in from California. Schaffelberg must start. The only question is assist or score himself. I don't know, man. I think he's gonna back himself to score at a time like this. Yeah, you got to tune in from all over the place. That's fantastic. Let me know in the comment. Is this the biggest game in the men's national team? Let me know. Is this the biggest game in the Canadian men's national team history? Because I'm seeing it going around today. I feel like it is. I know that we won a Gold Cup and we had a good qualifying round, which was fun, but this is Copa America and we're in the semifinals and we're against Argentina. I don't think not in the program's history, just on the men's side. But yeah, I'd say it is. Yes, biggest easily. Biggest easily, yes, because no questions asked. Minnesota is more Canadian than Ontario. No, Greg. I don't know about that. Maybe. Yes, it is. It's either this or the Gold Cup final. You won in we won the 2000 Gold Cup. So it was very cool, but I mean, it's a Gold Cup. I just feel like Copa America is just I don't know, man. I feel like it is. I feel like this is the biggest game in the men's national team's history. And it seems like you guys agree at 100%. Yeah, easily made it over to the group of major tournament, playing the World Cup holders, ignoring the women's side. Yes. Because you would point to the Olympics for the women. And you could argue that was probably of the entire program, both programs together, the women winning gold is the game to top. But yeah, I don't know. Gold Cup was 2000. Yeah. And we played Colombia in the Gold Cup final, which is crazy. A little rematch against Colombia 24 years later, this time in Copa America. Need your prediction. Let me know your guys' prediction down in the comment section. I put my prediction out there. I said 1-0 Argentina. I hate to do it. If I was putting money on it, I would say 1-0 Argentina. I think it's gonna be close. Like I said, it's not easy to see two teams play each other for two times in a tournament. And a lot of times, each team learns from that experience. But I think Canada played really bad, but fun against Argentina, if that makes sense. They gave up a lot of chances. They created chances. I just feel like they're gonna be better. I just don't know if they're gonna be able to get the result. And I don't even like the idea of playing for pens. If there's one team in this tournament that I don't want to see Canada go up against in penalties, it's easily Argentina. So I don't know, man. I'm a little torn. I put 1-0 Argentina. I think it'll be close. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see what your guys' predictions saying. 2-1 Canada. I like it. 2-1 Argentina. I'd be happy with the Warriors starting if Kone comes on in the second half. Canadians playing on yellow. Great question. Let me pull it up. There's a few yellow cards last game. Because, yeah, obviously, just look. One of these players picks up a yellow in this match, they will be suspended for the semifinals. So Derek Cornelius, Jacob Adberg are two players that are playing. So, and on these two important players, let's hope not. Do they reset for the final? I don't know. Suspended for final third games. Yes, that's what I meant. But I now in my head whether they reset, and I don't know. I knew that they reset after the group stage, which is why there was no worry unless someone picked up a red card to be suspended for this match. I don't know that. It's a good question. I'll have to try to figure it out. If anyone knows the answer, if yellow is reset for the final, I don't know. Canada needs to score late at PKs. Absolutely. Don't let me down, Canada. The U.S. fan is Canadian for the day. I like it. A lot of positivity. I'm positive. We're playing with house money. I'm not going into this game thinking anything else besides I want to try to enjoy it. Really hope the guys can get a result. Anything's possible. They're the pressure's on Argentina, man. And they're coming off playing really poorly against Ecuador. And I don't know if that's going to benefit us or if it's going to hurt us. Because you would imagine that they're not going to come out and play that bad once again. But they did not look good against Ecuador, and Ecuador probably should have walked away winning that match. And honestly, Argentina was very lucky that they got away with it. And there's still a big question mark around Messi, which a lot of you guys probably know. If you watched him against Ecuador, he was I think he maybe ran 3 or 4 times that entire match. He was not the Messi that we're used to. He looks like he's injured. He doesn't look fit. And it's Messi. He's clearly stubborn. He wants to play, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. I was not impressed with him. He took a lot of heat for probably playing injured. But if he's good, you know, you got a little rest here, then he's obviously the most dangerous player on the field. So I'm curious to see what he's going to look like early in this match, because if he's fully fit and he kind of ran off that knock, then he'll be dangerous. But he's looking around the way that he did against Ecuador. He could hurt his team more than he could help him. Oliver Platt said yellows haven't been reset at all, but will be in the final. Okay, so then okay, you're not reset. Then we're no, if you get a second yellow, you're out for the game. Reset wouldn't happen until after the game anyways. What started Messi's injury? I don't know what started. I don't know what started his injury. He doesn't look great. I can see Argentina getting up for this game, whereas the Canucks are going to be pumped. You know, a semifinal, you don't think so? I don't know, man. I think they have the mentality that they've been here before. They know what it takes to win in matches like this. I think they'll be up for the game. It's just whether they... I don't know. I mean, I guess you can make that argument. They weren't up for the game against Ecuador. But I feel like they would learn from it and be able to bounce back. And that's what I'm a little nervous of. Messi missed his penalty again also. He did. What started Messi's injury playing at this level at his age? Could be that. I don't know, man. Messi wants to play in every single match. You know, he's a winner. That's what he wants to do. But he's also, I mean, he's getting up there, and he's got a lot of miles on those legs. But he can be the difference maker. Obviously, it's Messi. Like if he's fully fit, he's dangerous. And I mean, he was directly involved in the 2 goals that Argentina scored against us in the first match of the tournament. And he's been that game against Ecuador. Something's bothered him. That is not the Messi we're all used to. Canada, if United States or Triple G, I would become a Canadian fan. Let me know, guys. Let me know if you guys see it. I mean, we still are quite a ways away from the match. It kicks off in a little under 2 hours. Hello, Dave. All right, let me know. Okay, I have a question for you guys. Who would you start, Zoro or Kone? I'd say this is probably the biggest question for Canada, because like if you're looking at the starting 11, Crepeau, Johnson, Bombito, Cornelius, Davies, they're all going to start. Eustachio's going to start. Schaffelberg definitely should start. David Larin will start. I know a lot of Canadian fans don't want to see Larin start. He will. There's not even a point of debating it. I'd imagine that Larea would start. If Larea doesn't start, they could go with Liam Miller. But I think that Jesse Marsh is going to go with Richie Larea. I really don't know what's going to happen with Osorio or Kone. I personally want to see Kone start, although I kind of expect Osorio to start. Is Schaffelberg injured? I don't believe so. Schaffelberg should, yeah, I don't think so. Schaffelberg should be good to go. I honestly think the starting 11 we're going to see is the one that you guys see on the screen right now. But let me know where you guys are tuning in from today. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers too, so a big shout out for everyone who's given the channel an awesome engagement throughout Copa America. You guys have been fantastic. 10K would be a nice little reward. So I mean, if you're just joining us and you haven't done so yet, drop a like on the stream, say hello in the chat. We're just gonna go back and forth here for another hour and a bit talking about the game. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're an Argentina fan, Canada fan, send as many questions as you can, and I will try to get to as many of them. And of course, when the starting 11 comes out, we will discuss it as well. But I asked you guys, who would you go with, Osorio or Kone to start this match? I would go with Kone. Ricky says Kone as well, but it's close. I've decided that I need to watch this game alone. I'm in NYC in the Canadian. Wow. You're not able to go to the game? It's holding an event to which I could attend, but I don't think I can be around anyone. That's fair, Robert. Sometimes you just, like a match like this, you just need to be kind of quiet to yourself. Robert says Azorio will start. I agree. Azorio, his experience seems to be paying off right now. The biggest issue I have with Azorio, guys, is going up against Argentina with a two-man midfield is scary alone, let alone one with. I mean, I know Azorio put in a decent defensive shift against Peru and Chile. That is so different because we were playing up a man, and this is Argentina. I just think if we go at Argentina the way that Jesse Marsch wants to play, and we're doing it with this shape and with this system, and it's Azorio and Eustachio, I'm just terrified, man. I really am. That is such a worry for me, and it's the reason I know Kone has had a poor tournament by his standards. I don't know if the Marseille move was in head or if he's just, he was just having to pull off games. But man, I would go with Kone for this match, or I'd switch up the shape. I just don't know if playing in Azorio Eustachio midfield is the way to go. I don't. Let me know what you guys say. Good job, Josh, on 10K. I don't think I'm quite at 10K yet. Or am I? I don't think so. Am I 10K? If so, that'd be sweet. That'd be nice. I'm an honorary Canadian. I like it. I would start Kone for me. My son is going to the game. Very cool. Bought him 2 tickets months ago, not knowing who'd be playing the semifinal match. He already promised his best friend. Oh, that's wild. That's sweet. And you get Canada, Argentina. Tickets were like $300 for the opener. I didn't even look at what the tickets were going to be. I think I saw a couple online and they were not cheap. They were not cheap at all. Very, very expensive tickets. But I mean, it'll be a heck of an experience. Semifinal match, Canada and Argentina. Hopefully, I mean, if you get lucky, everybody wants to see Messi, of course. So if he's playing, that's big. Laren gets one tonight. Azorio has played well, though. I think he deserves it. He has played well. You guys know what I mean? Like, this system, Azorio Eustachio, I don't know. It makes me nervous. It's different, again, playing up a man when we have someone like Azorio on the ball. I get it. Even against Venezuela, we were expected to have more of the ball. They were difficult to break down. The game was more open than we thought, and I was a little bit on Venezuela. But I thought Venezuela were going to sit back and play extremely conservative, which is where Azorio really came in handy compared to Kone. But I mean, they got into a bit of a track meet with Canada, and I just don't think that was the smartest thing that Venezuelan side could have did. We could have definitely put that game to bed. We didn't take our chances. They worked their way back in. I just feel like this is just such a different match. It's not Venezuela. It's not Peru. It's not Chile. It's Argentina. And they have a team that should be able to take on at least Kone Eustachio. But that's my thoughts. Don't want to be too negative because, again, Kone hasn't had a great tournament either. So, and what about Kyle Laren? Would you guys start Kyle Laren? Laren is great. Sorry, just got a message. Okay. Yeah, let me know if you would start Kyle Laren. Laren is great for defending and starting attacks, but he can't finish. The biggest argument I've seen online is I put up a starting 11 I wanted to see, and I would go with the 4-2-3-1. This was against actually Venezuela, but I would probably do the same system as well. And I would like to see a 4-2-3-1, Kone, Eustachio, keep Azorio in because he's played so well, and keep David up front as a lone striker. I just don't think that Jesse's going to do that. I feel like I'm almost 100% convinced that he's not going to do it because every single game that Jesse Marsch has had with this men's national team, Laren and David have started up front. So there's just no reason to think that he's going to go any differently. And I know Kyle Larin brings a lot off the ball. He really does. It's just at the end of the day, man, like when chances come in a major tournament like this and you've fluffed at least 4 or 5 good opportunities, it's the reason fans want to go the other way. But Larin is key to how Jesse Marsh wants to press, to this system. I just don't think there's a way around it. And I don't mind. I just wish Kyle Larin could find a little bit of a form, a little bit of confidence to put the ball in the back of the net. Like, he's a good enough striker. And against Venezuela, we should have won that game. There are big chances that were missed. Kyle Larin is part of the blame. And Venezuela fought their way back into the game and sent it to penalties, where we got fortunate to make it through. So Argentina will punish us. They will absolutely punish us if we don't take our chances. And that's part of the frustration with Larin. But again, I don't mind a good 60 minutes of Kyle Larin starting the game, running his tail off, being a part of, that's just what he's going to do. If he scores a goal, then fantastic. I'll shut my mouth, and it's great. But so far, it just seems like the work we're going to get from Larin this tournament will be off the ball. Saying that, though, he's a big game player for Canada. He always has been. So this is a big game. Let's see what he can do. Love what Tanny brings. He could be our starting striker in 2026. Yeah, Tanny's clearly the next man up. Like 100%, he's the next man up. I thought it would have been Russell Rowe. I thought that was going to be like our third striker, the one that would come on for a Larin or for a David. But Tanny's been great. Jesse Marsh clearly likes what he saw with him at Minnesota to bring him into the camp late with our 2 friendlies, get him in the roster, and he's the first striker bench. I'd love to see him start. I don't know if I want it in a game like this, though. I do kind of get that. But Tanny has been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And I think he'll get a chance to go for him. Like, maybe those 2 friendlies we have coming up against the United States and Mexico could be a good opportunity to get a look at him starting in this team, because I think the profile strike that Jesse really likes, which is why he's being trusted to come off the bench. Like I said, there's no way that Kyle Larin doesn't start. And Tanny can be a great option off the bench, maybe like this 70th-ish minute. Kone's best was Argentina. He hasn't been very good throughout. I mean, I think he was very good against Argentina. I thought one of the best games I've seen from Kone was against France, and I thought he was exceptional. So much so that I think, at least from what I've heard, that was part of the reason that Marseille move went the way it did. I mean, he was that good against France, and like I said, if it was the occasion of playing in front of 70,000, or if it was just it was just an off day, but he hasn't been able to grow off of that performance. But I mean, then you saw him come off the bench and be cold as ice in that penalty shootout, get some confidence back. He had a couple driving runs as well against Venezuela, to be fair. So I don't know, maybe he's relaxed that he got that big move to Marseille and things have died down a bit. But I trust Kone. I'd give him the opportunity to come back on and start against Argentina. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I think he'll probably be one for the bench. I'd be staying with Larin at least for 60 minutes. I think that's more than likely what we're going to see. He has been he has a long way to go to be picked over David. I think Larin has to start because of his off the ball work he does. He's just a much more experienced player than Tanny. He will start. Like, Kyle Larin will start 100%. And yeah, what Kyle Larin has done this tournament is pretty much only off the ball work, because he hasn't scored yet. But he does. He's what Jesse Marsh wants to do, man. He really is. And I think he's working his butt off. It sucks that he hasn't been rewarded. He's had opportunities, and I think that's what's frustrating. Can't look at our all-leading goal scorer in a tournament like this, knowing you're the better team against Venezuela, knowing that chances were coming, and he's not taking them. It's frustrating, especially knowing that there's good players on the bench. So I 100% get where people are coming from. It's tricky. But like I said, at the end of the day, he's going to start, and let's hope today's the day where Kyle Larin, if an opportunity comes his way, he puts the ball in the back of the net, because he scored some big goals for us before. He's one of Jesse's guys, so would be a great opportunity for it. It's hard because what if Kone and Tanny come on for Osorio and Larin respectively, and we play worse? Are you talking about starting the match or coming? Yeah, I'm assuming you mean to start the game. Yeah, I think Jesse's showed consistency throughout his starting 11s. So, but those could be one of the first subs. Like I can only really see him using 3, maybe 4 subs today. If this is the starting 11 that you guys see on the screen right now, the players that come to mind for me would be Liam Miller coming on for Richie Larea, Osorio coming off for Kone, Laren probably coming off, and Tanny going on, and maybe like a Kamal Miller later in the game. If not, maybe like an Ali Ahmed coming on if we're trying to switch something up and go for a goal. That's what I can kind of pick. I'm so nervous and I'm not playing. Yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling. Are you nervous? Are you excited? Anyone got a barf bag? You guys are very nervous, man. I was more nervous for the Venezuela game because like winning the Venezuela game, I think it was a game that we should have won, and especially in a tournament like this, and it guaranteed you 2 more matches and a rematch with Argentina. You know, we're not expected to win this match. I think that if we are holding our standards to what we wanted to see them at, we should have beat Venezuela. We probably should have beat them in 90. But we're not expected to beat Argentina, so it's just house money. We got to go in there. Hopefully, you know, the guys rise to the occasion. Hopefully Argentina plays the way that they did against Ecuador. It's fun and it's exciting, and, you know, we pull off a huge upset, and all of a sudden we're in a Copa America final. It would be absolutely insane. Don't even want to think about it, but I'm super proud of this team's performance throughout this tournament. And like I said, you guys have been phenomenal here on the channel. Phenomenal in general. Like, you know, this team has turned a lot of heads and hopefully created a lot of fans in Canada. If you heard the story already, my apologies, but I was able to watch the Chile match with 20 of my closest friends who are not soccer fans, but they knew I was watching it. So they sat down and, you know, they watched it with me, and they were all cheering on Canada. They were all asking questions. They were all super engaged because they know that this is a big tournament and they know that Canada is doing well. It's just part of it. It's just part of growing the sport in this country. And these guys, this Canadian team right now, they're so likable. They're doing such. You wouldn't say Theo is? No, definitely not. I'd say the next up in terms of the striker is for sure Tanny, because that's what Jesse has shown. I don't believe Theo Bears played a second coming off the bench in this tournament. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he has. And I don't believe Russell Rose come off either. Tanny's the guy. He's Jesse's guy coming off the bench. And if another striker was going to start, it would be, my guess, Tanny as well. How's the Wi-Fi doing, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry I keep checking it. My Wi-Fi is just crap right now. I don't know why. Let me know in the comment section, guys. How's the Wi-Fi? Can you guys hear me okay? And let me know if it gets bad, because I might just shut it off for a second and see if I can change it. But I don't know why my Wi-Fi is acting like crap. There will be like 80,000 Argentinian. Yeah. Lagging, but I can hear just fine. Okay. Well, that's important. That's important. Just your froze. The audio is good. That is good. That is good. As long as the audio is good, that's saving it. So hopefully you guys. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what was wrong with it, but okay, that's good. As long as the audio is good, that makes me happy. Then, you know, we can obviously continue this. We can hear you. Beautiful. But I skipped over some comments. So yeah, if you guys are just joining us on the chat, say hello, get your guys' questions in. I skipped over a bunch of them. I'll try to go back. Let's see what you guys are saying. So excited. No pressure on Canada. Absolutely. No nerves. We're winning tonight. I like the confidence too. Ahmed has got to sub in. Larea can't do a full 90. Ahmed could definitely be an option as well. But so will Liam Miller from the bench for sure. Kone. So guys, this isn't the starting 11. I'll bring it up once it's actually out. this is the projected starting 11, but it is what I think will happen. So, we can talk about it. I think that the big question marks is Kone potentially starting over Osorio and maybe Liam Miller starting over Larea. Other than that, this is what we're probably going to see. Cornelius is not suspended, so I got asked that a bunch. But no, Cornelius is good to go for this match, guys. The yellows reset after the group stage, which meant that he's good to go here. Even though Tanny hasn't scored, he's looked far more dangerous than Laren. His frame and his movement can be such an asset in the starting 11. Well said, and I agree. I just think the occasion came a little too quickly for Tanny to get a starting spot. I think that more than likely he'll get a look in the near future. But I mean, I would be shocked. I would be absolutely shocked if Laren doesn't start this match. But the nice thing is that we have a striker that can come off the bench and cause problems. He scored a goal in the tournament, didn't count. He had a couple of really good looks as well, where he got in behind the back line and he had a big opportunity to score, but just couldn't get it past the keeper. He's a good asset to have right now, and it's awesome that Jesse was able to get him in just before the friendlies went off, so he got a good look at him and he made the squad. Osorio has been poor. I don't know why people are saying he's good. I think Azorio's been solid this tournament. I don't know if you mean poor in general, like at TFC or whatnot, but in this tournament, I've had no complaints with Osorio. It's such a difficult position for this men's national team because we don't have a lot of depth in that area. And the way Jesse wants to play, like I ideally would want two players with more, just a more defense-minded, well-rounded game, which is why I think Kone and Eustachio make more sense in that double pivot. Osorio isn't expected to, be sensational in that area, but I think he's done pretty well in this tournament so far. A big part of it, like I mentioned, is the teams that we've been playing and being up a man. It just allows a little less pressure on Osorio and he can go for it a little bit more and can just be a little bit more comfortable. Where if we're against an Argentina, which we're going to see tonight, if Osorio and Eustachio do start, I think that's where we could run into some trouble with this. It's absolutely bonkers that we're here talking about Canada playing Argentina in the semifinals of Copa. This is insane. Enjoy every moment. Absolutely, guys. I love it. It's been such a fun ride. You guys have almost got me to 10,000 subscribers. So huge shout out to you. You guys, it's been so much fun covering this team and seeing all the engagement. And it just, as someone who's loved the sport and, I grew up in a small town and I don't always see the interest. It's been really fun to see the interest grow throughout this tournament because it's a special group of guys. David, Canada will slay Goliath, Argentina. Are these real lineups? They're not. Projected lineups. I will bring up the lineups as soon as they're out. If you guys see them, feel free to spam the chat and be like, Josh, the starting 11, it's out. I will keep an eye on the matches because the lineups are not out yet. But this is the projected starting 11. And it is the starting 11, I think. What is the first competition you could see Luc de Fougerolles start in? Well, I think, start. I still think we're a bit away from him starting, but it just depends on what Luc does. If Luc goes and gets a loan move somewhere and starts and gets some professional minutes under his belt, the sky's the limit for him. I would imagine it would come in a friendly match. This is probably the first one we'll see Luc actually start in, but I don't know when it would be. And also, if you guys didn't see the rumors today, Bombito and Cornelius are both being linked to Liga. Leon has been linked with Bombito for a few weeks now. Matthew Shinetti reported that there's some interest from Liga for Derek Cornelius. And I don't know if that could be I don't know if anyone realizes how crucial that would be for this national team going forward to have our two starting center backs playing in top 5 leagues. It would be insane. That is if I could pick two moves that I would desperately want to see this summer, it's Cornelius and Bombito moving to Liga. I think Liga would suit them both fine, and I really do believe that both would grow as a player. And all of a sudden now our two main center backs are playing in a top 5 league. It's massive. So I hope those both come true, but we'll have to wait and see. Miller in for Schaffelberg. I don't think so now, Greg. This is Schaff's position to lose. There was the debate of whether, he's so important coming off the bench because he's that spark. He's the energy we need to run at tired legs. But at the end of the day, he started in the last match. He scored the goal. He caused problems pretty much all night when he was there. He's our guy. He is absolutely our guy. But that's a good question. Let me know what you guys think about Luke Fougerolles. I think it'll still be a bit. 1-1, we win on 10. I mean, yeah, I would say if Canada's gonna win, they're gonna win. They have to win it in 90, man. I don't like the idea of going and playing this team in penalties. I don't like Martinez. He is just difficult. Oh, we're at 999K subs. That is fantastic. If you're just joining us and you're new to the channel, drop a sub and let me know if I get to 10,000, because it's a kind of cool milestone. Drop a like as well. See if we can get to 50 subs. I'll be streaming for the next hour-ish, and I hope you guys are excited. Let me know where you're tuning in from. This is the preview stream, and there's a lot of excitement in the chat so far, and I like it. I really do. I'm torn between watching this game downtown at a pub or just chilling in my living room. Everyone's different, man. I think it depends. For me, if I had a bunch of friends who were as passionate about the sport as I was, I'd be fine going to a bar and watching it and enjoying it with them, because I know that their minds will be on the game. When it's getting tense, when something's happening, they'll be quiet. My friend group isn't like that. They don't like. There's only a handful that, honestly, 2 that really like the sport. So if I went and did that, they would lose interest, and they'd probably just start talking quite a bit. Or they'd be watching it on and off. So I wouldn't ever do it. Plus, I mean, I work. This is like I work it, but it depends. If your friends are footy guys, then that's always a fun time. I never had that experience, so I'd be curled up in my living room watching it. Okay, I think Kone starts. I hope you're right. I hope you are right. Lineups are out on ones. Ooh. Lineups are. Holy. Thunder starts at 8 p.m. Man, my Wi-Fi is just toast right now. Okay. I don't know if I'm back. People can hear me, or if it's just as crappy as it was before. Let me look. If you can hear me. I don't know what's going on. I think it's storming here, and the Wi-Fi is just taking a hit. Let me know if the audio is good, man. If you're in the chat, that would be lovely. And I'll start backtracking and get. Let's take a look at OneFootball. Power through it. Kind of back. Very choppy. Okay. You're back. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. But we're gonna We're going to make me small, so hopefully you don't focus on me being choppy. Is the audio good at least? Yeah, audio. It's okay. Sorry, guys. It's about to storm here, and my Wi-Fi is giving up. But here's the starting 11. All right. Audio is decent. Yeah, we're gonna have to power through. We're gonna have to power through. The rain is good. But here's the starting 11, ladies and gentlemen. So let's discuss it. Coney got to start, and that's perfect. Exactly what I wanted to see. So what did Soccer tweet it out yet? What do you guys think of the start 11? Is that good? That's it. That's starting 11. Jesse Marsh, the best American manager. I can't see it. Oh, man. I don't know. We're going to have a tough time doing this. Now it's there. Yeah, I don't know. It's storming here, guys. I'm sorry. I might wrap it up quicker than I was anticipating, but that's okay. We got to the starting 11. Yeah, it's a joke. It's okay. All right, I'll talk as I can until we can't do this. But hopefully it's up on the screen. That's the starting 11 for today. Carpo, Johnston, Bombito, Cornelius, Davies is probably the triple two, as we expect. Eustachio, Kone, Larea, David, Schaffelberg, Laren. I like it. It's exactly what I guess what I would have done is what I want to see. Canada's starting 11. I think Kone does it. I would start Kone. It just makes sense, like I talked about. It would be so difficult, I think, to go against Argentina with Osorio in the midfield, along with Eustachio. I like it. I'm happy. Hopefully Richie draws a couple of red cards. Canada will be a problem in 2026, especially if our players keep going to Europe, man. 100%. Laren was on the pregame press conference with Marsh. You knew he was starting. Exactly. I think that this is our strongest possible 11 to start. I agree too. This is this would be my best 11. Well, if Buchanan was healthy, I mean, he would be on the right, but you guys get my point. He's not in the tournament, so this is it. This is the best team right now. I like it a lot. We do need a big game from Kyle Laren. He's had a difficult tournament. Bring back Vittoria. We need someone who can jump high for set pieces. Vittoria's time with the national team is over. But I mean, Bombito's pretty good in the air. It's not quite Vittoria. Vittoria was just a monster in the air from set pieces. When you have that, Eustachio would just ping it into the box pretty much every time, and it would just somehow go to Vittoria. It was insane. Osorio was good for the likes of Chile and Venezuela. Kone, necessary against Argentina. Good call. Absolutely. It wouldn't have made any sense to go with double pivot with Osorio and Eustachio and make it work. Just like I mentioned, we were up a man and we were against different opposition, not the likes of Argentina. Kone needs to be more responsible with the ball, but I like the inclusion Osorio. The nice thing about Kone is in Venezuela, we got a glimpse of how he can be. You know, when he came on, he had driving runs. He was good on the ball. His calm clearly is back with the most cold penalty you ever see, sending the keeper the wrong way, winning the game, sending Canada to the semifinal, and just the stare down. The anger, the cold face stare down. Man's feeling good. I like it. I like it a lot. It makes a little more sense. Hoping to see a much better Kone this time around. I hope so as well. How will Canada overcome adversity after taking a goal? That's key. Yeah. The thing I'm worried about the most is just the opening 10, 15 minutes. The game against Argentina to kick off the tournament, it's like we were just, the occasion got to everyone a little bit. It was such a, I get it, it's nervy. It's 70,000 fans. It's Argentina. You know, you're against Messi. But I just want them to be able to settle their way into this match and hopefully just work their way in and don't get conceded an early goal, because I think that'll make it obviously a lot more difficult. And that's just, I don't know, man. That's what I would like to see. Semis don't have extra time, right? They do not. Straight to pens. And I don't think that plays in... I'd say the underdogs in most tournaments would love this, because all you got to do is play for pens. All you got to do. We saw 3 quarterfinal matchups go to a penalty shootout. I just don't know if that benefits us because of how good Marquez is. I don't know if playing for pens is the right idea to see. I'd like Canada to learn from what Ecuador did, because I believe that they just go through and a perfect game plan, and the Argentina just simply Messi looked off. And if we can get something the same here tonight, man, we could be in for a good time. Hoping for a Bonito goal at anyone. If Canada scores, I said, look at your predictions, guys. I said a 1-0 Argentina. That's my bad. I wouldn't feel good about Canada's chances in our penalty shootout against Venezuela. There were a lot of questionable. Takers in that. It didn't from both sides. It wasn't a great penalty shootout. I wouldn't want to play for penalties. I want to see the team go for it and somehow try to win. Never play for pens. Yeah, 100% agree, man. Kone has had too many reckless runs forward in the middle from our back. A third, hopefully they worked on this and he'll be more stable tonight. I'm hoping so, and I think that's part of the reason why he was benched for a couple of matches there. He was not playing up to standards. You know, it's tough, but gotta bust out the secret. Other team gets a red card strat. It's like facing Real Madrid being Crystal Palace. Yeah. But I'm going to wrap up the stream, guys, because my Wi-Fi has just been atrocious. I appreciate everyone so much for tuning in. I'm sorry that the Wi-Fi is brutal. I don't even know if you guys can hear me, but I can hear it's pouring rain out. I'm going to check. I'm just going to check on mine to make sure, or if you guys want to let me know if you hear me still. No, it's too much. All right, thank you guys so much. So, see you guys soon.